voters, better citizens. It's what led to the gas chambers. When will your friends realize that the more things change, the more progressives stay the same? It was the progressive movement that did experiments on people with Roosevelt. It was the progressive movement with Roosevelt and Wilson that rounded people up for their own safety, for their own good. You know, America, this is the choice, and it is the choice this is the oldest choice to man. You can't do it, you can do it. That's what you're voting for this weekend. You cannot do it, you can do it. It's the oldest battle, the fight between your inherent right to make your own decisions and the right for someone else to make the decisions for you. It goes back to the beginning. Go back to Moses and the burning bush. Moses is standing there, the bush is burning, and Bush says, "Go to Pharaoh." And he's like, "Me? I'm slow in speech." "Yeah." "Wait a minute. You're not missing a gene, are you?" He says to God, "Who shall I say sent me?" And the answer was, "I am that I am." I am that I am. First time I read that when I was a kid, I thought that was that's a horrible Dr. Seuss line. Check the Bible. I am. It is always capitalized. That is the name of God. I am. I want this segment to haunt you this week. I want you to answer that. I am what? Fill in the blank. I am. The name of God. Now let me ask you something. Isn't there a commandment? Thou shalt not take the Lord thy God's name in vain. It's not God. It's I am. This is the choice. You can't do it. You can do it. Why do I say you can do it? Because you can say, I am worthy. I am strong. I am smart. I am loving. I'm charitable. I'm able. I'm creative. I'm peaceful. These are the things I am. But what does society teach us? I am not worthy, strong, smart, loving, charitable, able, creative, peaceful. That's your choice. I am or I am not. I know what my choice is. Now, why does any of this matter? Well, because if you are worthy, strong, smart, loving, charitable, able, creative, peaceful, if you are, then you're responsible for your own actions. You're responsible for your own life. You're responsible for your own outcomes. And you find that you are responsible for your brothers and sisters and your neighbors. But if you say you're not capable, you're not responsible, then you're just part of a group where no individual really matters, where no individual can control their own destiny. And I'm not responsible for him because I'm not capable of taking care of him. They have to take care of him and me. That's the difference. This is the secret. They're teaching you, if this is the name of God, if I am is the name of God, whose name is that? Because it's the exact opposite. In 2008, we put a man in the White House that we knew nothing about because we were inspired, apparently, by this message. Yes, we can. That was the winning slogan in 2008. Yes, we can. But that is not a winning slogan for the Republic. It's not a winning slogan for people. We need to disconnect from the collective that says, I am not capable. My neighbors are not these things. And connect with the American spirit that built this country. It's not the collective. It is a group of individuals that say, yes, I can. I can do it. I can achieve it. I can build it. I can help that person in need because I am worthy and strong and smart and charitable and able and peaceful. When you take your responsibility, when you pick it up for what's happening in your own life, then you will experience true freedom, and we will deserve a republic. The realization that you do not have to depend on someone else is the most liberating moment you will ever have in your whole life. America will only continue to be the greatest country in the world if we all resolve that I am. If we resolve and remember and believe, I am. And then the winning slogan in 2012 will be, yes, I can. And now, Spooky Dude News. Yes. George Soros, his funded media group Media Matters, is upping the ante after their historic grouping of recent failures. The most visible one is evidenced by the fact that I'm still on the air. Anyway, his friends announced several different earth-shaking campaigns to get me off the air, and but it's not like they've never accomplished anything. No. It's not like they're losers. They also try to take credit for forcing Don Imus off the air. In completely unrelated news, I'll be appearing on Imus's nationwide Fox Business show and his national radio program tomorrow. Oh yeah, I was talking about the people who aren't losers. Okay, let's watch the hero now of the downtrodden, David Brock, a man who takes a salary about twice as large as the senators he shills for. In this next audio clip or video clip, you'll see a sad moment of realization as he walks down the road of his organization's failures.
Beck's erratic. He either won't or can't control himself even after he loses 100 advertisers, so you can't go there. Murdoch was asked at a shareholders conference a couple weeks ago about Beck, shareholder concerns about Beck. He said he doesn't agree with everything that goes on the Fox News channel, but he's standing with Beck. Ailes recruited Beck to do this, so he's standing with Beck. That leaves you with sponsors. Sarah Palin right now, in our view, needs to step up. She needs to step up because she's a leader of the Republican Party, of the conservative movement. She's a Tea Party favorite.
So she needs to stand up and repudiate me. I called Sarah this morning. She disappointed them. I was this close. It's amazing. They've been telling the world now for months that their campaigns against me were working, and now they have to come on television. Or I think that's television. I'm not sure if that may be just strict internet now. But they had to go on and admit that they have been utter failures. They've tried to monitor every word I've said for years and years. I told you last night, what is it, 6 million words that I've said on broadcast in the last 4 years? 6 million. That is an estimate they're checking right now. They've done everything they can to shut me up. That didn't work. They tried to shake down my sponsors to shut me up. That didn't work. They tried to take some of my sponsors and make them testify in front of Congress. That didn't work. They tried to whine to my boss to shut me up. That didn't work. They tried to whine to my boss's boss. That didn't work. They certainly failed in the marketplace as Fox News destroys the network he was being interviewed on. But now they're left to try to whine to Sarah Palin and plead to her because they respect her so much. The question is, why is it so important? Why is it so important to George Soros? Gee, I wonder. I've got news for you. This isn't about shutting me up. It goes back to the last segment and what progressives think of you. You're stupid, you're gullible, you're racist, you're hate-filled. They have to stop me from talking because you can't be trusted with you. Their life's work is wrapped up in making sure that you don't hear my point of view or a conservative point of view or any, George, shall we tell them? Any point of view, because it has been decided the global order will happen and you'll be left in the dust. I mean, it's a sad and pathetic existence, but that's the way they are. The First Amendment guarantees our right to free speech. And while that's a divinely inspired gift to us, that's a problem for progressives. So they will devote their entire lives to try to find a way around the Constitution to shut people like you and me up. Anything goes. Remember, Saul Alinsky once said, "The ends justify the means," in a book dedicated to Lucifer. I want you to know, and I mean this sincerely, I have never called for a liberal to be pulled off the air. Liberals that hate my guts, I don't want them off the air. I want them on the air. I want them out in the open. I believe in more speech, not less. Say what they believe without any fear of losing their jobs from the marketplace. Why? Because I believe in the American people. The American people can decide for themselves. Man, we screw it up. Well, sometimes we are dummies. Sometimes we are. But I believe Thomas Jefferson was right. We'll eventually get it right. It takes a couple of kicks to the head once in a while, but we'll get it right. I truly believe that when presented with a choice, just like Dr. Martin Luther King, when presented with a choice, Americans will eventually choose correctly. Might take them a little time. You might have to go through hell to get there. But I have faith in Americans. I don't think we're all dumb dogs. I leave those kinds of thoughts to people that, well, cash checks from George Soros. They claim I want violence. You know better than that. Violence would destroy us. This would be the French Revolution, not the American Revolution. And don't be fooled by it like Thomas Jefferson and Thomas Paine were. We are not the people that the Americans were. We are more the French now. It is completely unacceptable, and I've been clear on that over and over and over again. I don't think anybody has been more clear on nonviolence in public television, on a public face, more than me since maybe the 1960s. You have to be clear as well. Tough times are coming, and everybody is going to lose their heads. But you know what? I firmly believe with everything in me, this audience, we have about 30 million people in our footprint every single month. This audience will be the peacemakers, and blessed are the peacemakers. You will remain calm because I have pushed you and challenged you. I have told you, do not believe what I say. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. Know the truth. Take everything out inside of you and take it all out and look at it. Is this true? Why do I believe it? You know where you stand. You will be mentally and physically prepared for any trouble, and that way you will be a shelter for others. Blessed are the peacemakers. I've been telling these knuckleheads on the other side for a while, we're not racist. We're not violent. We just are not silent anymore.
George Soros is spending $1 million to silence Glenn Beck. What's in Glenn's new book, Broke, that Soros doesn't want you to know?